Hey Eric, I hope that you're doing well. Sorry that I didn't update you last weekend. I ended up hanging out with a lot of people last weekend and exploring Texas. So by the time I got back Sunday night, I was exhausted. And then this whole week, what past week was super busy. But just to catch you up on what's going on, this I just finished week 3 of my internship, about to go in week 4, and it's been really good. I actually like it here. I think I like North Carolina a little bit better, but I think I'm also biased. But it was funny. So last weekend I was at this like really cool little, I don't know how to explain it. It's like a little village in San Antonio, and they have a little, like, it's the river walks there. There's like hotels, restaurants, and like shops, and it's super pretty and super fancy. But I was walking, and all of a sudden I see this girl, and I'm like, that girl looks so familiar, and I know this girl somewhere. And then I was like, that looks like this girl named Kelsey. So I yelled her name, and it was Kelsey. And this girl I went to elementary school with, and then I played intramural soccer with her in college, and so we've known each other for forever. And she ended up moving to San Antonio 2 weeks ago, and I feel like it's such a small world. Like, we went to college together, we went to elementary school together, and now she's in San Antonio. So I've been hanging out with her some. So it's nice to have like a friend from back home. So that's pretty cool. And then this past weekend, I just, what did I do? Yesterday, I just hung out with my boyfriend all day long. And then we went to this Italian restaurant called Maggiano's. It's like a big chain restaurant, but it's pretty good. And basically, I've just been eating a lot of good food in San Antonio. I've been trying different things like every weekend. The Mexican food though isn't that like as good as I thought it was gonna be. It's like super touristy here, so like it's a lot of Tex-Mex, which I'm more of a California style type Mexican food. Tex-Mex to me is just okay. I definitely love California style. That's what we have at home, which is kind of weird because it's like on the East Coast, but we have California style back at home. But also, like, everything's been going good. I've just been extremely exhausted. My like feet hurt by the time I get home. I'm standing all day long. It's hard for me sometimes to like have the motivation to work out. Like, I go all day from to like 7 o'clock, so by the time I'm off, like, I'm just exhausted. So I've been going in the morning, and I've been working out Saturday and Sundays too. So I've been like kind of like just skipping the extra body part day. I've been just lifting 4 days out a week, just because like it's just hard for me to get that fifth day in with this like crazy schedule. I'm standing all day, which I'm not used to. I'm like doing manipulations and actual manual therapy on a lot of people, so I just get kind of tired. But it's kind of crazy because where I'm at, it's called city base, because like San Antonio is probably like the same as Los Angeles. It's kind of like broken up into like kind of like sub towns or whatever. And I'm in city base for my internship, but like I live on South Side, which is like the nice area, and it's like downtown on the Riverwalk. But city base is basically, it was an old military base, and there's a lot of poverty there. So a lot of people, they're Mexican, and a lot of them don't even speak English, and a lot of my patients are obese. Like, so many people. And it's funny because like I'll give them an exercise, and they're like, oh, that hurts. And I'm like, does it hurt? Does it make your pain worse, or is that just like hurting from exercising? And it's crazy because a lot of people don't even know like what they should feel when they're exercising, like muscle fatigue or like lactic acid. It's crazy. So you have to like try to distinguish, like, is it like pain, like their pain that they had before, like getting worse, or is it actually physiological response to exercise? So that's kind of cool. Like I said, like some of the patients, like only speak Spanish, and it's crazy because I kind of understand a lot of it and I'm picking up some things, but like I said, like I'm having to use a lot of like my body for like all these like overweight people. It's insane how much like physical I'm doing, but I guess it is called physical therapy. But anyway, on to the update. So my waist and hip measurement, honestly, I haven't taken those. I need to do that. But I'm not taking any new supplements. I do have fluid and sodium, more sodium than usual, usually on Saturdays. I've been not tracking on Saturdays at all. And for my macros, um, I'm at 135 grams of protein, 200 grams of carbs, and 50 grams of fat. And I've been on those macros for a while, but I've also been like inconsistent like ever since I went to Knoxville, but finally I'm back on track and I feel so much better about myself. My stress levels are pretty moderate. They're not really high, and they're not low. I'm pretty at a good like happy medium. I'm just stressed out because I'm in a new setting, a new town, and trying to figure out how to study and do everything else. Sleep is pretty decent. It just sucks because I feel like I go home and I'm having to go to sleep and wake up all back again, but I guess that's work for you. So I'm hit all my macros, my hunger level, I'm full and satisfied. Uh, I didn't I guess I did miss the day because I'm stopped the lagging body part day. I'm motivated to train, and I had a pretty awesome training week this week. And physically, right now, I feel bloated just because I did have that Maggiano's yesterday and I had wine, but my face feels like really like chubby right now. Currently, I'm on the 4th week of my training block. So I need to deload next week, and the following week I should start a new block. What level of soreness did you experience? I've been kind of sore. Like, I don't know what's going on. Like, I've been like a 6 out of 10 this week. I don't know if it's because, like, before, I don't know why I've been so sore, but I've been sore this week. Um, I did complete all my cardio days in. Like I said, I just didn't do that lagging body part day. But today I did an active rest day, and it was really nice here. It was 70 degrees and sunny, so the Riverwalk, like I said, is right out by my place, and so I just went walking with my friend. Mentally, I feel really good, energy and strength levels. So I find that if I work out before work, I have a lot of energy and strength is fine. But I find if I work out after work, like it's kind of downhill. And soon I'm going to have to start studying for boards. So I'm thinking about doing 2 lift days on Saturday and Sunday and 2 lift days during the week, just so I can get all my studying done, and then the other days I can do cardio too. I'm not really struggling with any lists or anything. Um, did get NEAT done. I walked around today, and it's really hard to get NEAT done during the week just because I am at my clinic all day long. I didn't travel, and I do wake up different times sometimes, but usually it's only like an hour difference. But I've been waking up super early in the mornings. I did eat out over the weekend. Like I said, I went to Maggiano's and I did. Oh, and it was like a 3-course meal. We had spinach artichoke dip. I had ziti, and then we had some like apple pie like type thing. It was so good. So I'm measuring progress by how my clothes are fitting, and that's basically it right now. I should take pictures and I can send those to you next week with the next update. And there's nothing really I'm struggling with, and overall I feel pretty good. And I like this new question. It's probably not new, but it's new for me. My weekly reward was that big 3 course meal. It was delicious. Um, there's not really any breaking news or anything. I did so this week I did do my first evaluation all through the whole thing. I did subjective and objective exam. So that was pretty good, and I closed the the eval. So basically this guy came in with low back pain, numbness and tingling that went down his leg. So with my exam findings, I found that his muscles were super tight, like he had in his hips, like decreased range of motion severely. And I was thinking that he had sciatica, probably like that piriformis was super tight. So he found that stretching helped him, and so it's kind of simple. Like you just give them stretches for to loosen up their hips and increase that range of motion, and then you give them like hip abductor exercises and stuff like that. So it's kind of fun. It's simpler than it than what it seems. So alrighty, well, that's all I have. I can't wait to hear from you, and I hope that you have a great day.